people come from all walks of life. They all have lives they lead. Any and all are welcome here to come and chat with me.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today's guest is one of these people who, I think anyway, likes to put himself out there to help people in the community or businesses or events, whatever it is. And I like that about him. And I want you to get to know him a little bit better. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bradley William Gionet. Hi, Bradley.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm wonderful. Thanks.
Did I get everything right?
You did. Thank you so much.
Well, what I know from your bio is that you were born in Surrey and you moved to Chilliwack 25 years ago, correct?
Yeah, it would have been 25 years ago last May.
So what brought you to Chilliwack to begin with?
Well, we lived in the Chilliwack River Valley. My grandparents had a plot of land out there, and my parents wanted to build their dream home, which they did. Mm-hmm. And so I grew up for about 20 years. I lived out there on the big family acreage.
Nice.
The whole family, a couple of members. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so I just want to get a tiny little background, but I really want to talk about some of the things you do for the community. Well, I do know you're part of the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, correct?
I am, yes. I'm one of the advisors on the local committee.
Okay, so for people who don't know what that is, it's all about, can you explain it?
Sure. So the Dolly Parton Imagination Library is a program that puts free books into kids' hands from the time that they're born up until their 5th birthday. So it's to prepare them for going into kindergarten already knowing how to read. So it's an early literacy program.
So if somebody wanted to get more information about that, where would they go?
Well, if you go to our Facebook page, which is Imagination Library Fraser Valley, there's all kinds of links and information there. That's probably the best hub to get all the information.
All right. Now, I know prior to Christmas season, you were a lot posting about people, trying to encourage people to shop locally, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And how was that? Did you get a lot of response?
Oh, we've had lots of response. I've run a few different programs throughout the year. We did Christmas in July. I've worked with a couple local businesses on, just different initiatives. Back in the summer, Chilliwack Volkswagen and I partnered, and we were giving away Volkswagen t-shirts as a Merry Christmas in July kind of a thing. Just little ways to spread kindness. And I think overall the community in general, the general message was to shop local and support local. I don't think this was anything unique to myself. I was just one of the players in there, using my voice to support the businesses however I could.
Okay, very good. That sounds nice. I think it's great. Now, I know there's something to do with the mayor appointing you to do something. Like, what is that?
Yeah, for the last 2 years, I've sat on the City of Chilliwack's Public Arts Advisory Committee. So I was appointed by Mayor Ken Popoff, and Councillor Sunot and Councillor Westring are the city councillors that run the committee. And then there's a group of about, 12 or 15 of us. So whenever public art is brought forth to council, it comes to our committee, and we kind of throw our opinions and suggestions and those type of things. So whether it's murals or sculptures or what have you. So it's just, I guess I get to sit there just for my opinion.
Well, what I'm curious about is, how did your name even come up? Like, how did they know to ask you or to appoint you?
There was an application process. So all of the different committees that are out there, and there's a whole handful of them. Over the last few years, especially, more committees have been formed. So you did have to apply. So I applied for that one. I have a background in fine arts, so I felt it would be appropriate. And I also don't have a problem sharing my opinion, so that worked out well.
I like that. That's cool. I like that. I want to just go a little bit personal right now. I don't mean into your, never mind. I just mean as far as COVID is concerned. How is it affecting you? Has it hampered you in any way?
Well, for me with COVID, I worked the whole time. I was supplying hospitals with uniforms and
Oh,
organizations with masks very early on when you couldn't get any of that. So I was still working. So I think early on it felt very normal for me, except for I was actually much busier.
right.
I think for somebody like me that a lot of what I do is in front of people's faces. So it's pushed me more into the social media realm, which has been fine. I mean, I'm very comfortable there anyway. But
Right.
I think going into Christmas, the difficult thing for me was the lead up before Christmas is when my family would have our big functions and we would have all the cousins and the aunts and the uncles and so it was very quiet. So I would say the biggest thing that was negative for me was just the Christmas season felt very odd.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people felt that way, right?
Yeah.
Yet the bubbles just had to be very small this year, and hopefully we'll get through it. But you were posted a lot of things on Facebook again about encouraging people, right, to put themselves in a better place, in a happier state of mind. Correct?
Yeah, I have different sort of avenues through Facebook and through Instagram that I do that, and ultimately I want people to be happy and healthy, and I want people to show kindness and
Yeah.
compassion, and so there's different ways, obviously different ways that we do that, and so a lot of people know me through Karaoke, which we set up back in March to just get some music out there from amateur music from people's basements and shared videos and those type of things. So that's one way, and shopping local. And then I have blogs just on lifestyle things, gardening, all of that type. It's different ways for people to connect, and hopefully find common ground and again share kindness, compassion, those type of things. That's what's important to me at the end of the day.
Right. Well, I'm glad you mentioned the what did you call it? Karaoke. Because
Karaoke.
karaoke. I didn't realize what it was because I get invited to join lots of groups and I don't join. I don't join them. I'm happy for anybody to come on the show and promote their group. I think for me that would be a better fit, So I'm glad you brought that one up. And so that's just explain it again a little bit slower, what it's about.
So the idea was back in March when we first went into to lockdown or whatever you want to call it. It's isolation, I guess.
Yeah.
We watched all these people over in Europe and they were singing from their balconies and playing the violins and the accordions, and it was quite beautiful. And I thought, I used to do quite a bit of karaoke, and we've got lots of local bands and lots of, real karaoke superstars. So we put together this little group and we thought, well, let's record some videos, just from our homes, and we'll sing along to YouTube and those type of things. We'll put it out on the internet. And, I thought maybe we get 300 or 400 people might be interested in doing this. And we have about 16,400 people in 65 countries. And yeah, so it kind of exploded, and we were picked up by all the major news sources, and it's really been quite the story of kindness. I think that's what it comes down to. I mean, it's music and it's karaoke, but it was just about spreading kindness, and telling our neighbors, whether near or far, that we care about them and hope they're well.
So where can people find the link for that?
Just on Facebook, type in Karaoke. It should be the first one that pops up.
Okay.
And that's it.
You definitely don't want me singing part of that because people would be just turning their computers off.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to be a professional at all.
Well, my point was I don't sing. I can't carry a tune. That was a problem. So what other, if I haven't mentioned it, what are other programs or interests are you involved with? If we haven't mentioned anything,
Oh, what else am I involved with? Well, I've started a new blog on Facebook called #DearBradley, which is kind of a, sort of an advice column, how to present yourself for an interview. We talk a little bit about apparel and fashion, even simple things like, I know a lot of people don't know how to polish their shoes properly. So, we talk about that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I'm on Instagram under at the House of Wittenberg, where I kind of share some lifestyle things. I'm very interested in the royal family, and, you know, antiques and vintage and teacups and, you know, all that kind of fun, pretty stuff, and photos from my garden. And, you know, so you can find me on there as well.
I just don't understand how you have time for all of those things.
Me neither.
I've seen some of your teacup postings, by the way, so that was really nice. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we're just about out of time. So just stay tuned while I say goodbye to the audience. Okay, so just sit there for a second. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I hope you learned a little bit about Bradley. And remember, you can find him on Facebook. That's Bradley William Gionet. And on Instagram, what was that? I forgot what he said. The title on their Instagram, Bradley, you're going to have to explain that one again.
On Instagram, I'm at the House of Wittenberg.
At the House of Wittenberg. Very good. Okay, and thanks, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. In the meantime, peace out.
A sense of community, Chilliwack's a place to be. A sense of community where you're free. Rolling through the mountains, rolling through the valley, rolling through paradise with me. It's multicultural, you're sure to see it all. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see. Come party in the park, go dancing after dark. Chilliwack's the place to be, you'll see.